Hello, welcome to this week's journal entry. I am recording at an evergreen cabin. It's about 2.5 hours from home, but I have this time and space to myself, and I want to talk about summer. I posted on my social media a few weeks ago about just asking people about what their summer plans are. And 21% of the people who voted said that their calendar is filled to the brim with activities and things going on. 14% said no major plans. They get to decide what they're doing each day. And 64% said somewhere in the middle. I am actually one of the people who have no major plans. We don't have any big family vacations, no extravagant parties or events or anything that we're going to. We do have staples in our routine, like my son goes to daycare every day. We have soccer practices, gymnastics. We've got those things. But besides that, we wake up and we kind of decide what we want to do on the weekends and after school based on the weather, our energy levels, and like what sounds like fun. So it feels to me like a calm approach to summer. But with a 3.5-year-old, even that escalates quickly, to put it short and sweet. So, no matter if you have nothing on your calendar or a million things that you are bouncing between, or somewhere in the middle, I am going to teach you today how to have a simple summer, irrelevant of all of that, because oftentimes we can't always back out of the things that we have planned, or the simple things escalate to become big things. And no matter what, it always feels good, to go about our day feeling calm and productive and like we're having fun and having a good time, not always swirling around in our brain of like the next thing that we're going to be doing or even like the next meal that we're having and basically having our to-do list swirling around. So instead of teaching you how to say no to certain plans and how to move things around on your calendar, I'm actually going to teach you how to think about things differently if you do want to follow through on all of the commitments that you said you would and have that fun, productive summer in a simple, calm, and peaceful way. When you focus on the emotion behind your schedule and to-do list and the feelings swirling around inside of you, and then you create a consistent, note, not daily, but a consistent habit out of this, out of checking in on yourself, it will help you quickly understand when you are getting emotionally escalated or triggered, if you will, and process those feelings just as quick so that you're not reacting and then potentially passing that on to your kids or whoever it is that you're with. And then your summer is feeling suddenly chaotic and overwhelming and stressful. By understanding and processing, you can have that calm and simple and fun summer. And you will actually create and build and foster better relationships with your kids, with your partner, with your family, because you will begin to feel so centered with yourself, no matter how busy your schedule is. If you do have kids, you'll even be able to help them navigate their feelings instead of getting wrapped up into them, which as a mom, we know is so easy to do, especially if you yourself are feeling emotionally unregulated. I actually created a journal to guide you through this process that I'm about to share with you. I'm calling it the Simplified Summer Journal for Streamlined Schedules and Self Check-ins. You can get yourself a copy in the show notes. It's totally free, so go click there now so you can follow along as you listen or tap it right after you listen to this episode and rate my show. Okay, so let's dig into the journal. First and foremost, this is a 4-day journal. That's it. I want you to choose any 4 days of the 7-day week that you want to start this to check in on yourself. And it can be any 4 days. It can be 4 days in a row. It can be throughout the week, whatever works for you. You can choose if you want to do it first thing in the morning, right before bed, during your lunch break, randomly throughout the day, whatever works for you there. Also, each day will only take you 5 minutes or less. I do have a little guide. If you are choosing to journal in the morning or afternoon, you can follow the little sun emoji. And if you're choosing to journal in the evening, you can follow the moon emoji. Also, what makes this journal super fun is that it is digital. Yes, digital. You can print it out, but I have created this in Google Docs so that you can open it on your phone and quickly do this in the morning or at night. Like I envision you in bed and just like doing this right before you fall asleep or doing it as soon as you wake up or in the pickup line while you're waiting for your kids to come out of school or at soccer practice. It's made for the woman on the go who really wants to check in on herself but hasn't been able to do it because you're so freaking busy. And since it is digital, I included a song every single day. And my vision is that you tap to listen to the song as you journal. Each song is less than 5 minutes. So that's why I say if you're listening to the song every day, you'll journal for less than 5 minutes. And I include the length of the song so that you know exactly how much time it's going to take you. Lastly, before we get into the prompts, you can choose to come back to this Google document, just pop it open on your phone or your laptop and come back throughout the day to fill out the accomplishment list. This is above and beyond, but it's something that I love to do because we do so many things throughout the day. And how often do you end the day and you think to yourself, what did I even do? Like, what did I even do at work? What did I even do at home? Like I spent, 16 hours up or however long you were up for, but you feel like you accomplished nothing. But you did. It's just that we tend to not focus on all of those things. So filling out the accomplishment list is a really great way for you to actually see what you do. So coming back to this throughout the day and filling out things like the fact that you showered and any personal appointments that you booked and anything that you specifically did at work, like any meetings that you went to, even the fact that you did bedtime routine, meals that you made, like anything and everything I add to this accomplishment list. So that's above and beyond. But let's get into the prompts. Step number 1, click play on the song. Step number 2, and this is just something fun. You can enter an emoji for your mood, for how you're feeling. I just thought that would be fun to track how you're feeling. Then we get into the actual writing prompts. All of these are very intentional to honor how you're feeling and how you want to feel and what you've got going on so that you can simplify it. The first, how do you want to feel today? Or if you're journaling at night, how do you want to feel tomorrow? Intentionally choose how is it that you want to feel. There are a whole slew of emotions, and based on what you're going through in your season of life, just pause for a moment here and really think intentionally about how it is that you want your day to feel. How it is that you want your day to go. Maybe think about it, what you have going on the next day, or any conversations that you know that you need to have today. Do you want to feel empowered? Do you want to feel happy? Do you want to feel courageous, brave, calm, fierce? In fact, I might even add to this journal a whole list of emotions that you can choose from to make it easier, because I remember when I first started journaling, I was like, I don't know how I want to feel. I want to feel good. So maybe I will add that in, a list of emotions that you can choose from just to get you to start thinking in this way. The second prompt, what will bring you joy today or tomorrow? Maybe having a certain conversation go a certain way will bring you joy. Maybe having somebody surprise you with something would make you feel good. Maybe having a work presentation go really well. Finding $10 on the street. A million options here, right? So what will bring you joy today or tomorrow? Next, what's one goal that you would feel good about accomplishing today or tomorrow? One goal. This can be something at work. It could be something at home. It could be something on your to-do list, like finally making the dentist appointment that you've been meaning to make for months. Or maybe it's you've been wanting to work out and you keep pushing it off. So today you'll feel amazing if you actually exercise. Or maybe it's truly sticking to the bedtime routine and getting the kids in bed by 7 or 8 or whatever time. Fourth prompt, what is a positive reminder that you can use throughout the day? Some days we just need a reminder that everything will be okay. Some days we need a reminder that we need to stay calm. Some days we need a reminder that there will be better days. Some days we need a reminder that we are powerful. Think of this as like an affirmation, or think of it as if a friend were in your shoes, what positive affirmation or advice would you tell them? Jot that down. Next, top 3 tasks. I know you have a whole bunch of tasks on your list, and feel free to just type them all out here. That's why I love Google Docs, is just add some bullet points and just jot them all down. But then hone in on your top 3 tasks. Like, what do you have to get done? And honestly, it can be one task if you want. 3 is the maximum that you should really try and accomplish. And last but not least, brain dump space. I do encourage you to try and fill this out. This would be any extra tasks that you have to do, any thoughts that come up as you are journaling, any feelings, any goals, any ideas that pop up for you. This is optional because things might come up as you are journaling, and as you do create this time for yourself and space for yourself, things might start bubbling up for you. But if you don't have the time, or if you feel really good after honoring the emotions and your to-do list and organizing all of that, feel free to leave that empty. I have designed this in a super simple way. And again, it's only 4 days. If you love it, feel free to copy and paste it and make it a whole 30-day journal, or keep going on and on and on. It's free, it's yours, do what you want with it. But these are really strategic in honoring how you're feeling, honoring how you want to feel, and also streamlining your schedule so that you are accomplishing the things that you have to do in a way that reminds you of what it is that you want, knowing that you can't always do it all, and that is okay. The songs that I chose every day are inspiring and healing. And actually, dancing, like movement, is healing as well. And so at the very end, I even included like 7 to 10 more songs. If after you're journaling, you're just like, you feel like you want to release and move your body, I included more songs that are more like pump up, and it would be fun for you to like just dance and get the jitters out, or include your family in it. You'll feel really good just by moving your body. I was at a Tony Robbins event once, and there was a speaker that was saying, you cannot be upset while shaking your ass. And one of my friends, who I actually just interviewed on this podcast a couple weeks ago, she teaches abundance, and it's all about dancing to have abundance in your life and freeing like negative energy and the somatic healing of it all. And this is kind of crazy, but I've been seeing a lot about somatic and movement to heal. And there was a scary event that happened with Griffin. He was on our swing set in the backyard, and he let go while he was at the highest point of swinging, and he flipped upside down. And it was one of those moments that like it was in slow motion, and like my memory like stopped, and I was just like, you freeze and you can't do anything. And I was just like waiting to see what would happen. I was just picturing him falling and like breaking his neck or something. And he was okay. He held on for dear life, and everything was fine, but it was so traumatic in the moment. And immediately afterwards, I literally was just like, did like a little shake off, and I like was thinking of the song, like Shake It Out. Wait, what is it? Shake It Out, which is actually day 2. And I just was like trying to move this like strong energy through me. And I felt so good after that. I like truly felt like I moved this negative energy and jitters and panic out of me. And in the moment, I was like, well, I'm better. I literally threw it. I'm over it. And I was just such a cool experience. And ever since then, I'm like, okay, anytime I'm feeling any sort of strong emotion, I'm just gonna like dance it out, shake it out, whatever. And I've been wanting to like share that on this podcast. And I guess now is like the perfect time to that. So I included more songs for you can journal through them. If one of the other songs doesn't feel right, you can dance to them, whatever it is. Feel free. It is my treat to you. Again, you can go ahead and download the Simplified Summer Journal, journaling 4 days a week for streamlined schedules and self check-ins. I know you are going to love it and feel so good while also having a fun summer and like spontaneous and doing all the things while feeling so good and centered and peaceful, and like you begin to crave that time for yourself, because it's not that much time, and you're going to feel so good by investing that time back into yourself. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next week.